Could TJ Hockenson win the Offensive Rookie of the Year award in 2019? Let's talk about it. So looking at the 2019 Rookie of the Year award odds for the offensive players, TJ Hockenson comes in with 12-1 odds, which aren't really bad. There's actually a lot of Big Ten players on here, and that's something that's worth noting. Now, I can read off the list a little bit here. I actually have it pulled up. You guys can't see it right now, but I'll read it off a little bit. That way you guys can get a little bit of an understanding of what I'm looking at. Number 1 is Kyler Murray. He's got 5-2. That's actually really good. That's really good for Kyler Murray. And that's kind of obvious as well because he was the first pick of the draft. Then we have Dwayne Haskins, which is 7-1. As we know, he is with the Redskins. And I think a lot of people thought he was going to the Giants. He ended up with the Redskins. Then we have Josh Jacobs, the running back. Then we have Marquise Brown. We have Hollywood Brown then with 10-1 odds, which I think maybe are a little bit high, but I think a lot of people are excited for him. Then we have Mecole Hardman, and then we have Drew Lock, and then TJ Hockenson. And that's pretty much where TJ Hockenson comes in with those 12-1 odds. So those aren't bad for TJ Hockenson, but could he actually win the Offensive Rookie of the Year award? And it's going to be kind of hard because of Jesse James. Jesse James could take a lot away from TJ Hockenson. Now, the new offense that we're running is perfect for TJ Hockenson, right? With Darrell Bevell, this should work really well. But TJ Hockenson is also going to take a lot of that, fame, I guess you could say. He's going to take a lot of numbers away from TJ Hockenson most likely. But with that being said, TJ Hockenson can still win the Rookie of the Year if the Detroit Lions find some success in 2019. Now, if you look back on past Offensive Rookie of the Year awards, the Detroit Lions haven't been, very lucky with that. We haven't had many Rookie of the Year awards. Now, I think we've actually had one Defensive Rookie of the Year. I was going through the list, and I found Lem Barney, who was in 1967. But looking at the Offensive Rookie of the Year, we actually had two, back-to-back years, 1967 and 1968. We had Mel Farr in 67, and in 68 we had Earl McClough, I think that's right. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with these players. I think a couple of you guys are. I obviously wasn't alive back then, so I don't remember watching any of these guys. But as you go through the list, I saw Barry Sanders coming in there when he was a rookie in 1989. But that's pretty much all I saw for the Detroit Lions. So with that being said, the real question is, can the Detroit Lions get another man on that list? And when you look at it statistically, it's going to be very hard. Not only because Jesse James, but also usually this award goes to running backs. I believe it said it was 34 running backs had this award, 9 quarterbacks, 9 wide receivers, something. That's pretty much it. That's the only positions. And if you scroll through, that's all you will see is running backs, quarterbacks, wide receivers. So a tight end, at least from what I can tell, has never won the Offensive Rookie of the Year award, which is kind of crazy, but then again, it's not, because you don't think of tight ends putting up huge numbers or really being a flashy type of pick. But being a top 10 pick in the draft, TJ Hockenson has the potential to do that. So with that being said, I think TJ Hockenson definitely could, especially with this new offense, and if the Detroit Lions show success. If they show success out of that tight end unit, which really we haven't had success in a while, and we have a good season 2019, I can see the voters thinking, wow, TJ Hockenson had a really big impact on this team. So that would be super awesome. I would love to see TJ Hockenson get that Offensive Rookie of the Year award. I don't know if he'll get it because it's just so hard, and we've never seen it out of a tight end position before. The Detroit Lions don't have a lot of awards, but I thought this would be kind of interesting. I think a lot of people are talking about maybe TJ Hockenson can do that. Again, it's 12-1 odds. Not bad. He comes in the top 7 or something. It's not terrible. When I was looking at this list, I saw a couple of interesting things. Paris Campbell actually has 20-1 odds, which are really good. Looking at how late he was drafted. Noah Fant is also on here with 21 odds. Miles Sanders with 22-1 odds. Will Grier is actually last with 50-1 odds. You see guys like N'Keal Harry with 16-1. And I can see a guy like N'Keal Harry surprising people and actually winning this award. A wide receiver for the Patriots. He was the final pick in the first round. I can see a guy like that stepping up for Tom Brady, especially without Gronk, and just kind of coming out of nowhere and winning this award. So I can see him actually winning this award maybe before TJ Hockenson does. Again, I really hope he does. That would be just cool, but I'm more worried about the wins, and I don't know how big his numbers will be with other guys like Jesse James, Logan Thomas, Isaac Nauta, that kind of thing. So we'll have to wait and see. And plus, blocking isn't really a stat, so they're not going to really look at that. They're not going to say, oh, he had 12 blocks, something like that. So that won't really help him out. So with that being said, I don't think he'll win the Offensive Rookie of the Year, but man, I'm rooting for you, TJ. I hope you do it, because man, we need another award winner. We haven't had an award winner in really anything in a long time. It's been Kelvin last time we've been breaking records. So hopefully we can get back to that kind of thing, and hopefully TJ Hockenson can get us going with an Offensive Rookie of the Year. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyways, if you guys want to get a King of the North shirt, they are on the shop. The link is in the description. It's the DoD shop. It's kind of down in the middle. Make sure you guys check that out. The King of the North shirts, if you guys buy a King of the North shirt, which I believe they are $15 exactly, so they're not that expensive. All of the profit off of those shirts will be going to charity. It is an alliance to end homelessness. I think this is a great way to send the profit. And if you guys want to be a part of that, if you guys want to help out not only the homeless, but also get yourself an awesome Detroit Lions shirt, make sure you click the link in the description and go check them out. Thank you, Brett, for watching, and I'm out.